Alright, let's dive into this story that's been making waves across social media. Thylane Blondeau, once dubbed the most beautiful girl in the world, just tied the knot in a wedding that feels like it's straight out of a fairy tale. But here's the thing. This isn't just another celebrity wedding. It's a moment that invites us to reflect on beauty, fame, and the weight of labels. So let's break it down. First off, the visuals are undeniable. Thylane's custom Miu Miu gown? Stunning. The lace, the silhouette, the veil. It's all so ethereal. But what strikes me is how she described it as the wedding dress of my dreams. Personally, I think this is more than just a fashion statement. It's a reclaiming of her narrative. Thylane was thrust into the spotlight as a child, labeled with a title that's both a blessing and a curse. Most beautiful girl in the world. Sounds like a dream, right? But if you take a step back and think about it, it's a label that reduces a person to their appearance. And that's a heavy burden for anyone, let alone a child. So when she says this dress is her dream, I see it as her taking control of her story, defining beauty on her own terms. Now let's talk about the venue. Château Diter in the south of France. This place is opulent, with its Tuscan-style architecture, Italian gardens and helipads. It's the kind of setting that screams luxury. But here's what's interesting. Thylane and her now husband Ben Attal describe their vision as simple, soft, modern, and timeless. Simple? In a chateau with 2 helipads? What this really suggests is that simplicity is relative. For them, it's about creating an atmosphere that feels authentic, not just flashy. And I think that's a lesson for all of us. Sometimes the most meaningful moments aren't about grandeur but about intention. Another detail I find fascinating is Thylane's second outfit, a sleek ivory silk dress with a cape. It's a stark contrast to the lace gown, but both looks are undeniably her. This raises a deeper question. How do we navigate the expectations of tradition while staying true to ourselves? Thylane's choice to switch outfits isn't just a fashion moment. It's a statement about versatility and individuality. She's not confined to one idea of bridal elegance, and that's empowering. Now let's zoom out for a second. Thylane's life has been shaped by the most beautiful girl label since she was a child. What many people don't realize is how such titles can impact a person's mental health and identity. In her case, psychologists have even weighed in on the fragility of her situation. So when we see her getting married, it's not just a celebrity event. It's a human story about resilience and growth. Personally, I think this wedding is her way of saying, I'm more than a label. I'm a woman in love, making choices that reflect who I am today. Lastly, the fact that this is her second ceremony, after an intimate civil service in Paris, speaks volumes. It's a reminder that love isn't one size fits all. Some people want a quiet moment, while others crave a grand celebration. What makes this really interesting is how Thylane and Ben are blending these two worlds. They're honoring tradition while making it their own. And in a world where we're constantly comparing our lives to others, that's a powerful message. So here's my closing thought. Thylane's wedding isn't just about the dress, the venue, or the photos. It's about reclaiming her narrative, celebrating love, and redefining beauty. And honestly, that's something we can all relate to. Whether you're in the spotlight or not, we're all trying to write our own stories. So the next time you see a headline about a celebrity, remember, there's always a deeper human experience behind it. What do you think? Does Thylane's story resonate with you? Let me know in the comments below.